Embracing fear is the secret weapon to unlock your path to success. Yes, you heard it right. Fear, that unsettling feeling we often dread, can actually be a catalyst for our triumphs. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, staring down into the vast unknown. That's fear. It's the chill that races down your spine, the quickening of your pulse, the tightening in your stomach. But what if we told you that this very sensation, this fear, can be your most potent motivator? Fear is not a monster lurking in the shadows. It's a challenge, a gauntlet thrown down by life itself. It's a call to push past the boundaries of your comfort zone, to venture into the wild unknown, to take risks and reach for the stars. We've all felt it, that nagging doubt, that whisper of insecurity, and often we let it hold us back. We allow it to build walls around us, to keep us safe, yet limiting our potential. But what if we could use this fear? What if we could harness its energy and use it to propel ourselves forward? Just think about it. Every time you feel fear, it's because you're about to do something new, something different, something challenging. It's a sign that you're growing, that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And that, my friends, is where the magic happens. So next time fear comes knocking, don't shy away. Welcome it, embrace it, use it as a stepping stone to propel yourself towards your dreams. Let it push you to strive for success, to overcome obstacles, to achieve greatness. Fear is not a barrier, but a challenge to overcome. It's a catalyst for growth, a tool for success. So don't let fear paralyze you. Instead, let it drive you. Harness its power and watch as you soar towards your goals. Remember, fear is not a barrier, but a challenge to overcome. Embrace your fear and let it guide you on your path to success. Harnessing fear is like taming a wild horse. It becomes a powerful ally when under control. Imagine for a moment that you're standing at the edge of a precipice. The wind is howling, the drop is steep, and your heart is pounding with fear. It's a daunting situation, isn't it? But what if, instead of being paralyzed by fear, you use it as a catalyst to push forward? That's what harnessing your fear is all about. It's about facing the things that scare you head on. It's about using that fear as fuel to drive you towards your goals. Let's dive deeper into this concept. The first step in harnessing fear is facing it. Many of us have a tendency to avoid the things that scare us, but avoidance only gives fear more power. Instead, acknowledge your fear, recognize it, accept it. Once you've done that, you've taken the first step towards harnessing it. Now, it's time to use your fear as a catalyst. Think of fear as a source of energy. It's a primal force that can be channeled into motivation, into drive. When you're afraid, your senses are heightened, your focus is sharp, and your determination is strong. Use this heightened state to your advantage. Use your fear to propel you towards your goals. Lastly, understand that growth comes from facing and overcoming fear. Every time you face a fear, you become a little stronger, a little more resilient. You learn that you're capable of more than you thought. You grow, not just as a person, but also in your capacity to achieve your goals. So, remember, fear doesn't have to hold you back. It doesn't have to be a barrier. It can be a powerful ally in your journey towards success. It's all about how you choose to face it and use it. Don't let fear paralyze you. Let it drive you towards success. Every fear you conquer is a stepping stone towards your success. Embracing this truth can unlock vast opportunities and potential within you. When we think of fear, we often consider it an obstacle, something that blocks our path and impedes our progress. Yet imagine if we could shift our perspective and see fear not as an obstacle, but as a stepping stone that when confronted and overcome, can lead us to new heights of accomplishment. Overcoming fear is not about eradicating it completely from our lives. That's an unrealistic and, frankly, unhelpful goal. Fear is a fundamental part of the human experience. It's a primal instinct that has served us since the dawn of humankind. But just because it's primal doesn't mean it should rule our lives. We can learn to harness fear, channel it, and use it to our advantage. This is where the concept of fear as a stepping stone comes into play. Each time we confront and overcome a fear, we're essentially stepping on it and using it to elevate ourselves. We're growing, evolving, and moving closer to our goals. Think about the most successful people you know or admire. Chances are they've had to face significant fears along their journey. Yet, they didn't let those fears stop them. Instead, they used them as stepping stones. They stepped on their fears, overcame them, and reached new heights of success. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of the unknown. These are common fears that many of us grapple with. But when we start to view these fears as opportunities for growth, as stepping stones, we can start to conquer them one by one. Each conquered fear is a victory, a testament to our resilience and determination. So, let's start seeing fear differently. Let's start using fear as a stepping stone towards success. Instead of shying away from our fears, let's face them, conquer them, and use them to propel us towards our goals. Remember, the greatest achievements often come from facing our fears. Fear is not just an emotion. It's a powerful force that can propel us to great heights. It's the unexpected gust of wind that pushes your sail, the jolt of energy that ignites your engine, the spark that sets your passion ablaze. Fear, in its raw and primal form, is an incredibly potent motivator. Think about it. When we feel fear, our senses heighten, our hearts race, and adrenaline courses through our veins. This is our body's way of preparing us to face a challenge, to fight or take flight. But what if we reframe this? What if instead of seeing fear as a threat, we view it as an opportunity, a call to action? That's the power of fear. It's the whisper in your ear that says, "I dare you." It's the nudge that pushes you out of your comfort zone into the realm of the unknown, where true growth and discovery lie. It's the force that spurs you to take risks, to venture into uncharted territory, to reach for the stars. Fear, when harnessed correctly, can be the wind beneath your wings, lifting you to heights you never thought you could reach. So, how do we harness this power? We embrace it, we accept it, we respect it, and most importantly, we use it. We use the fear of failure to fuel our desire for success. We use the fear of regret to push us towards action. We use the fear of mediocrity to drive us towards greatness. Fear is a powerful catalyst for growth and achievement. It's the ember that ignites our willpower, the fuel that powers our determination, the force that propels us forward. So the next time you feel fear, don't shy away from it. Embrace it, harness it, use it. Remember, fear is not the enemy. It's the ally that challenges you, the motivator that pushes you, the teacher that guides you. Fear is the power that drives you towards success. Fear is a powerful catalyst for growth and achievement. Fear, a secret weapon for success, misunderstood yet powerful. As we draw the curtains on our discussion, let's take a moment to reflect on the key takeaways. Remember, fear, as intimidating as it may seem, can be the very catalyst that propels us out of our comfort zones. It's that adrenaline rush that pushes you to take that leap of faith, to take the risks that could potentially lead to unimaginable success. Embracing fear is the first step. It's about acknowledging its presence, understanding its roots, and preparing to face it head on. Harnessing fear, then, is the second step, and perhaps the most crucial. It's about turning this seemingly negative emotion into a source of motivation, a driving force. Fear is like a wild horse. Left untamed, it can run amok, causing chaos and destruction. However, once harnessed, it can be an incredible source of power and strength. We've also explored the idea of fear as a stepping stone to success. It's about viewing fear not as a roadblock, but as a hurdle to overcome, a challenge to conquer. Each time you face your fears, you're taking a step closer to your goals, to your dreams. And finally, we've delved into the power of fear. It's a potent force that, when you said correctly, can lead to great heights of achievement. It's the spark that ignites the flame of ambition, the wind that fans the fires of determination. So, as we conclude, let's look at fear from a different perspective. Let's not view it as a monster lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce at the slightest sign of vulnerability. Instead, let's see it as a challenge to overcome, a mountain to climb, a river to cross. Let's harness its power and use it to fuel our journey towards success. So next time you feel afraid, don't run from it. Use that fear as a stepping stone towards your success.